Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog Views and I watch Sinners with the tagline Dance with the Devil. I will keep it short because I have just 9 minutes and 39 seconds. Yeah, I didn't know what the movie was about until I looked up the reaction show while I was watching the movie, and then I saw in one of the titles I saw the word vampire, and then it was ah, well, that's a big spoiler. So that kind of ruined the movie. Um, the big twist in the movie. Oh, there's vampires in it. So, yeah. Thank you for spoiling it. It was also kind of my fault for looking it up while I was watching the movie, but yeah, I didn't expect that in the title. But yeah, let's just start with the movie, shall we? We hear a match being stricken or striken. Yeah, match being lit. Uh, we hear, it light up, shh, and we hear a woman talk. She's giving us a bit of background, backstory about, uh, let's say, people with the gift for music. And we're now in Clarksdale, Mississippi, uh, October 16th, 1932. I have to say, I like history, but I don't know really American history. So they, to be honest, they kind of looked dressed like slaves, and they were still picking cotton. So I don't know if they were slaves or they were just doing just normal labor, just like I do labor, you do labor, just normal work, but that work was just pick cotton. So I don't know which of the two it was, because they looked like they were dressed as slaves. Just saying. So Mississippi, and we see a red car driving up the road, and while it was coming closer, the camera was also a bit backing up, and the car goes driving, and then it stops. It's with there's no roof, so we see the person behind the wheel, and he grabs something from the passenger side, and then opened the door and got out. He was a bit stumbling and walked to a building. We heard singing from coming inside, and I was looking for maybe a cross that was standing on the top of the roof, but I didn't see one, so I didn't write down that it was a church, but it was a church. So he was going inside, and there we saw people sitting and the preacher standing. But we're also gonna leave that, so if you want to know what's going to be like, watch the movie yourself. Um, these were some old school vampires. Obviously, you have all kinds of vampires, all different sorts. You have one with hive mind, one, you kill the vampire that turns all the others, and all the others turn back to normal or something like that, or just die. That was not this one. This one was you have to invite him in. He can't just come inside. No, you have to invite him in for him to actually come inside, which was actually kind of interesting because I've heard of that kind of vampire, but it was also fun to see him for the first time also in a movie. Um, the effects were definitely very cool, especially at the end when they killed the bad guy. That effect really cool. Um, And the last point that I have written down, what does actually Ku Klux mean? You know, I know about the KKK, I know about them, I obviously heard of them. Um, but what do the first two K's, I written out, I know how you spell it also, but what do those mean? Ku Klux, what does that mean? Because obviously I know what a Klan is, but what those what does those two words mean? Because I don't know. If you know that, put down below in the comment section, because I'm just curious actually. Um, it was just a very good movie. It was really good made. FX, like I said, very cool, really good, really good. And I didn't notice this until at the end of the movie, but that Michael B. Jordan played both characters. Because it was he played a pair of twins, but he played both Stack and Smoke. I thought it was just he played one or the other. No, he played both. So that was actually knowing afterwards, it was kind of interesting because we obviously saw both in the same scene. They even hugging each other from a couple of times. So I'm interested how they made that, probably with with stunt double or something like that. That you can see the back. But if you see maybe I can't remember if we have seen a side shot where they hug each other. But I'm curious how they do it then. Probably because you hide one of the faces behind the other's head, so you can do it also as a stunt double. But otherwise it was a very good movie. So I give the high for low 5. Go watch the movie yourself. Leave likes, recommend a good vampire movie down below in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel, come join Discord, and see you guys next time. But don't forget to subscribe to my second channel, Underdog Eats, where we do food, drinks, and from time to time hot sauce and alcohol. And I have a third channel, Underdog Reacts, where we do primarily music. But check them out. Link down below in the description. And I also dropped a new video today on my third channel. So if you want to see that one, check it out. Because maybe you like it, maybe you don't. You don't have to subscribe to it, but it would be very nice. But just check them out. And see you guys next time. Bye.